Good evening students. In this video lecture, we are going to know about characteristics of DC motors. It is useful for mechanical engineering students who are studying the subject electrical drives and controls, and it is also useful for EEE students who are studying the subjects electrical machines 1 and solid state drives. To understand the characteristics of DC motors, first students should know about the classification of DC motor. Basically, DC motors are classified into two types. One is self-excited DC motor, another one is separately excited DC motor. These two types classified based on the method of field excitation. Characteristics of DC motors are explained as follows. First one, speed armature current characteristics. Second one, torque armature current characteristics. Third one, speed versus torque characteristics. To understand and to draw these characteristics, one should know the following two conditions. First condition is T is proportional to phi Ia. Second condition is N is proportional to Eb divided by phi. T is torque developed in armature, phi is flux, Ia is armature current, N is speed in RPM, Eb is back EMF in volts, phi is flux in Weber. By knowing these two conditions only, we can understand the following characteristics. Let us take DC shunt motor characteristics. Look at the circuit diagram of DC shunt motor. Here, the field is connected across the supply. Both armature coil and field coil are connected in parallel connection. Since the supply voltage is constant, the field current and hence the flux are also constant. First character is speed versus armature current. The speed equation of DC motor is N is equal to K into V minus IaRa divided by phi. Since shunt current, that is field current, and flux are nearly constant, this equation can be rewritten like N is equal to K into V minus IaRa. Here we have considered flux as constant. So look at the graph. In x-axis we have taken armature current. In y-axis we have taken speed. Here K is constant. This K is constant. This implies that speed is nearly constant except for a small drop. Due to this characteristics, DC shunt motor acts as a constant speed motor. Next one, torque versus armature current. It is also called as electrical characteristics. Here torque is directly proportional to flux and armature current, that is T is proportional to phi into Ia. But in DC shunt motor, flux is constant. So this relationship can be rewritten like T is proportional to Ia. Look at the graph. In x-axis we have taken armature current, in y-axis we have taken torque. If armature current increases, torque also increases. Then the characteristics between speed and torque. It is also called as mechanical characteristics. When the load torque increases, the speed slightly decreases. Look at the graph where torque is taken in x-axis, speed is taken in y-axis. Dear students, you have to know one important detail that the characteristics of DC shunt motor are similar with the characteristics of separately excited DC motor. Then the DC series motor characteristics. Look at the circuit diagram. Here both armature coil and the series coil are connected in series with supply, DC supply. So the input current, that is line current IL and armature current IA, field current I series, all are equal. In series connection, current value will be same. With this knowledge, we can go to speed versus armature current. As the flux depends on the field current, which is also equal to input current, the flux is not constant with loads. That is, flux is directly proportional to Ia. In previous case, that is in DC shunt motor, flux was considered as constant, whereas in DC series motor, flux is directly proportional to armature current. due to the series connection of shunt and series connection of armature and field coil. So again, you have to take speed equation. N is equal to K into V minus IARA divided by phi, which becomes N is equal to K into V minus IARA divided by IA. Instead of writing phi, we have written IA because phi is proportional to IA. By increasing the armature current, speed will be decreased. That is, N is proportional to EB divided by phi. Here, equal is removed and proportional is introduced. Proportionality constant have been taken. Instead of that, we have written N is proportional to EB divided by phi, where EB is equal to V minus IARA. Here, speed is directly proportional to back EMF and inversely proportional to armature current. Look at the graph. In x-axis we have taken armature current, in y-axis we have taken speed. Kindly indicate the arrow mark in the axis. For lower armature current, we have higher speed. DC series motor should be started with some load. This is the reason, because in minimum armature current, we have maximum speed. Otherwise, the motor speed will rise to a dangerous value and get damaged. So, DC series motor always started with some load. Then torque versus armature current characteristics. We know that T is directly proportional to flux and armature current. In DC series motor, flux is directly proportional to armature current, as we discussed in the previous case. Look at the graph. In x-axis we have taken armature current, in y-axis we have taken torque. In this relationship, that is T is proportional to phi Ia, phi is replaced with the help of Ia because phi is proportional to Ia. So we can write T is proportional to Ia square because T is proportional to Ia into Ia, which gives proportional to Ia square. Up to saturation, you can get the line T is proportional to Ia square value. After saturation, the graph modified into straight line because T is proportional to Ia. Then speed versus torque characteristics. The same condition, N is proportional to EB divided by Ia. The same graph which was discussed in the previous case, that is speed versus armature current. So students should understand that the graph drawn between speed versus armature current is same for the graph drawn between speed versus torque. Next one, DC compound motor characteristics. Basically, DC compound motors are divided into two. One is cumulative compound, another one is differential compound. In compound motor, we have one armature coil and two field coil. Two field coils are series coil and shunt coil. And the fluxes are produced from corresponding field coils. If these two fluxes adding each other, then it is called a cumulative compound. If these two fluxes opposing each other, then it is called a differential compound. Let us take the first one, speed torque characteristics. I have not explained speed versus armature current separately because both are same here. In x-axis we have taken torque, in y-axis we have taken speed. First we have drawn series motor, mechanical characteristics of series motor, then we have drawn mechanical characteristics of shunt motor, where the mechanical character of cumulative compound motor lies between shunt and series, and the mechanical character of differential compound motor is in the above shunt motor line. Mechanical character is nothing but the curve drawn between speed versus torque. Then the torque versus armature current. Here armature current taken in x-axis, torque in y-axis. The cumulative compound motor, the line of cumulative compound motor lies between shunt and series, and the differential compound motor is to the above shunt motor character. With this we can complete DC motor characteristics. Thank you all.